It's Storytime Tea. That's me, and today I'm here to tell you a story about how I had the worst stepmom. Okay, so basically, it's all my fault. But like, yeah, the time was like a cool 2016 for real. Like, they got married at my senior graduation or like somebody's senior prom. So like, yeah, my junior year I was dating somebody that was a senior, and like during the like prom season for them, they had got married. And so a year later some stuff happened with my mom and everything like that. I don't know if I told the story about that, but yeah, some stuff happened with my mom, and I ended up moving in with my dad for like a couple of months while we was living with her. So it was weird. Yeah, I'm setting the scene, obviously, y'all see. So it was like senior year and everything like that, and my dad had been married to her for a year, and I already knew off rip that I didn't like her before I moved in because my grandmother did not like her. And I don't know if y'all know this about grandmothers, but grandmothers be knowing everything, okay? And so, like, my grandma was like my favorite person in the whole entire side of my dad's family. Like, nobody compared to my grandmother. She's like queen. And she did not like this lady, and I didn't know why until like I started being around her more, and it was like, yeah, I did not like her. And so it's like the day before I'm supposed to move in, and I'm talking to my dad. I'm just like, oh, what time should I come? Whatever. He's just like, yeah, obviously, you know, I gotta be to work at 2. You still gonna be at school at that point in time. So just whenever you get out of school, whatever, you just bring all your stuff over. She gonna be there. Her son probably be there too. So like they could probably help you put the stuff in the house. I'm grown. I can put my own stuff in the house. But like, yeah, that's basically how it was. And so I think it was like my mom, one of my big brothers, and me went to her house, and we was about to take my stuff out of the car. So I didn't have that much stuff because like obviously like it's my senior year in high school. I got a couple of things. Like I didn't need to bring my bed there or nothing like that. Like I literally just was like bringing my clothes and stuff that I needed, and like a couple of things that wasn't about to go in storage. So it really wasn't that much. I think everything fit in like the trunk of my mom's little truck, and her truck wasn't that big for real. And so we started bringing the stuff in, and I had like 3 totes or something. And so my brother and me was bringing that stuff in, and then it was just like the last thing we had was my TV, and she was just like, oh, you're not bringing that in here. And I'm just like, what do you mean? She was just like, we already got a TV in the room that you stand in, so you don't need to bring a TV. And I'm just like, that's not really the point of me bringing the TV. The point of me bringing the TV is because I don't want it to be in storage and then it end up getting broke or something like that. And it's just like, why would I not take my TV with me? It's my TV. And like, she was just like, no, you're not bringing that in here. And so I'm just looking at her like, what was the reason? Like a lot of the time when people do stuff, I'm just like, bro, what the fuck was the reason? And so like I was already fed up with her, like on move-in date. Like on move-in day, I was already fed up with her, and like we hadn't even had that many interactions, and it was just like, it's just a TV. And mind you, I was going to the man cave, y'all. That's what I was moving into. I was moving into the fucking man cave. So it was just like, how is it affecting you? It ain't like I was trying to sit it in her living room or like anything like that. Like it was going in the man cave, in the basement, behind the sofa. Like it wasn't even like it was going to be like in her space in any type of way, because you don't be down there because it's the man cave. So I was fed up. And so I called my dad. I'm like, bro, she geeking me. Like call her, talk to her. I'm bringing this TV inside of this house regardless of whether or not she wanted to be in there or not. Because I just don't understand, like, why are you so mad that I'm bringing the TV in there? She's just like, it's already 2 TVs in there. You don't need to bring no another TV. And I'm just like, but how is it hurting you in any type of way for me to bring this TV in here? And it wasn't even like it was so big. She thought it wasn't going to fit down the stairs, and then like it was going to hit the wall, and then it was going to be a crack or something on her wall. Like it wasn't even like that. Like the TV was like this big, y'all. It was only like a 65-inch TV. Like it really wasn't that big. It was like regular size TV. It wasn't like nothing crazy. And so I'm just like, bro, you really wild. It might not even have been 65 for real. Like, she was really wild. And so my dad talked to her, and then she was just like, all right, I guess y'all could bring the TV in, just put it in the basement. And I'm just like, where else would I have put it? Like, bro, like, she made me so mad. And so, like, this just was the first sign where, like, well, the second sign, because my grandmama not liking her was the most important thing. But this was like the first real time sign that she was about to piss me the fuck off every day. So I put it in the basement, everything cool, whatever. And like when I first got there, she like made an attempt to kind of be nice to me. Like, other than that, like, she like was trying to, like, she had like tried to say like, hey, how are you, sometimes and stuff like that. And I'm just like, hey, like, I don't like you, but hello. And like, I was like regular, like, I didn't like ever get swat with her, nothing like that. And like over time though, she like grew increasingly irritated with my existence. Like, just me being around just started to piss her off. And I'm just like, all I do is come in the house after practice and go to my room. Like, all I do is take a shower. My showers don't even be that long. Like, I let 2 songs play, and then I'm like, all right, let me get out of this woman's shower. I never was doing too much. It's just like, I'm not a messy person, so I always clean up after myself. Like, if I was in the kitchen, you're not gonna know I was in the kitchen, because it's gonna be spotless when I leave out the joint. Like, it was like, I wasn't eating her food. Like, I had my own groceries 90% of the time. Like, she really didn't have no reason to be mad at me, bro. She really didn't. But she just did not like me. And it was just like, obviously, the man cave is where I was sleeping at. So, like, my dad would come in there and, like, once he get off of work, like, he want to have his little drink and he want to, like, watch little highlights of the game or whatever. Because he was getting off, like, 11, 12 or whatever at night. And half the time I would be woke, but like I'd be like about to go to sleep. And so like we'd chalk it up for like a little second, or like he wouldn't come down there and I just see him on the weekend or whatever. But like me and my dad wasn't spending no crazy amount of time with each other because we had opposite schedules. So it was just like she literally didn't have no reason to be mad at me, bro. And so it was just like, first thing she said was, she come in here, and when she be in here, she want to eat all late, making all that noise in the kitchen. So I stopped cooking at night. And then it was like, oh, she want to be using the microwave all late at night. So I stopped using the microwave in the kitchen and started using the microwave that was in the man cave. Then it was, oh, she always making messes inside the man cave that I got to clean up. Mind you, no, she didn't. She didn't never have to clean up after me. She's just like, I don't want her to be eating in the basement. She need to be eating at the kitchen table. So I started heating my stuff up in the basement and then bringing it to the kitchen table. It was still a problem. Like, every single time I did anything, it was still a problem. Like, she was always mad. And I'm just like, bro, what did I do to you? And so then she talked to my father. She's just like, well, I just don't like the fact that, like, you be spending so much time with her. His daughter, bitch? You don't like that he's spending time with his daughter? Like, what? And I'm just like, all of what time? Like, I would spend like 20 minutes with my dad on weekdays if I ended up being woke. And then, like, on the weekend, I would spend like 2 hours with him or something. Like, we'll watch a game together. As soon as the game over, like, he leave and go and do whatever he doing, or I'll leave and go do whatever I'm finna do. And so I'm just like, what time are we spending together? I'm like, what are you talking about? She's just like, I just didn't grow up with any girls, and so I'm just used to being the only girl, and da-da-da-da. Like, I had 2 sons and a husband before this and that. I'm like, girl, shut the fuck up. Bruh, I really was like, bro, shut the fuck up. And then, like, none of my siblings liked her. And I already said, like, my cousins, nobody in my family liked her. None of my father family liked her. Like, at all. Like, nobody liked her. It was, like, 3 people that thought, like, she was cool for real. But I think, like, 2 of them was, like, the wives of the uncles that weren't actually blood uncles. Like, it wasn't even, like... And then they didn't even fuck with her like that. They just would use her for things that she was talented at. Like, she would make, like, chocolate dipped shit, like, you know, like when they dip the little chocolate pretzels into shit and stuff like that and put little candies on. Like, she used to do stuff like that, and so they would like get her to do stuff like that, and so they became cool with her because she would do stuff like that. But like, they didn't really like her personality. Like, she wasn't a cool person for real. It's like, she really had some things going on with her. She had some trauma before this or something. Like I don't know. But it's just like, she always had a problem. And then she would try to throw God at things. And I'm just like, baby, God don't work like that. Like, you can't use God to validate hatred. It don't work like that. And so I'm just like, bro, you gotta chill. She always be like, yeah, because I go to church and like I'm the Lord's like savior. I don't know, some stupid, like, she used to just say dumb stuff, yo. I'm just like, no way you go to church every Sunday and you believe that like you are so much better than everybody else. I'm like, ain't that one of the things y'all supposed to learn at church? That like everybody equal and like you supposed to love your brethren and stuff like that. Like, does that not matter to you? Like, she would come in the house every day mad about something. Every day, like, getting smart with me and, like, saying little slick stuff to me. And I'm just like, nigga, I'm 18. I'm like, why is, like, a 37-year-old having beef with an 18-year-old? Do you not see the wrong in this? Do you not realize that you're kind of ridiculous? Like, no? At any point in time, you never thought that? And, like, at first she was mad at me because I didn't want to go to church with her. And I'm just like, bro, I don't like you. Like, why would I go to church with you? If I'm going to go to church, I'm going to go to church with one of my friends. Like, one of my friends' mother is a pastor or something. I would go to her church. I wouldn't go to church with you, of all people. Like, if I'm going to go to church, I'm going to go to church with my grandmother. I'm not going to church with you. And I'm just like, how you going to try to force me to go to church when your husband don't go? He's not going. Why do you think I'm going to go? Like, if my dad was like, oh yeah, I'm going to go to church, I'd be like, I rock with it. I rock with it. We go to church as a family. Everything cool. But no, my dad was not going. I'm not going with you. I'm like, you don't even like me, so why would I want to participate in any optional activities with you? No. Like, that was not what I signed up for. I didn't say when I moved in this house that I was going to church. I didn't say that. Because that would have been a lie. I'm not going to church with you. Your own son not even trying to go to church with you. Why would I go with you? Get out of here. And so, like, she would always be on the phone with her little friends just talking about me. And I'm just like, you really have beef with an 18-year-old that's not worried about you. Like, do you not see how crazy you look? And then I just know her friends was on the phone with her, like, yeah, validating her. Because, like, she always was on the phone just talking shit. She's just like, yeah, she gonna come in here at 6 o'clock. You get out of school at 3 o'clock. I'm like, nigga, practice? I can't go to practice? I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? She's like, God knows what she's doing when she get out of school, because it doesn't take 3 hours to get home. It should only take her about 30 minutes to get home. I'm like, who in high school goes home straight after school? Tell me that. Like, she just was hating on me. It was crazy. Because I literally didn't even know what it stemmed from in the beginning. I'm just like, soon as I walked in the door, like, I didn't even move in all the way, and she was already acting a fool. So it's just like, the shit just kept building and building and building. And then, like, it was like one day, I was down there, like, washing my clothes. And, like, she just came down there, and she just started fussing at me. And I'm just like, well, what exactly did I do? And how do you want me to fix this? Like, she didn't have any answers to anything. Like, I'm asking her questions, just like, well, what's wrong? Like, what? I'm genuinely concerned, because I'm just like, you really just wilding right now. I'm like, are you okay? Did your dog die? Did one of your friends say they didn't want to fuck with you no more? I'm just so confused, because I'm just like, bruh, I'm literally 18. And so, like, she literally was down there fussing me out. Something about, oh, I didn't expect you to be here at this time, and I don't know why. I'm just like, I can't come home. This is where I live at. This is where I live. And this is the time I'm usually at home. I'm like, bro, I got here at 5:30 instead of 6:30, and that was a problem. At first it was, you don't know what I'm doing after school, or you can't believe I'm getting home this late. Now I get home a little early, and you cussing me out? Like, what? Like, what is going on? What is going on? Like, it was crazy. And I'm just like, I don't know what it is that you want me to do. I don't know how to solve these problems that you got. Like, I don't know. Like, what do you want me to say? And so, like, it was just a crazy ass situation. Like, the whole time I was living there, like, she always had something going on with her. And it was just like, at some point, I can't even remember what she said, but she said something real crazy about me. She said something real crazy about me. So crazy that I told my mom, and my mom was about to beat her ass up. I don't remember what it was. I really don't remember what it was. But, like, she really would just say the wildest stuff to me and just would, like, walk away and think the shit is sweet and then go to church on Sunday and just be like, yep, all is forgiven. Like, I'm a great person. Like, bruh, no, you're the worst, actually. You're the worst. Like, you're literally the worst. Like, I have done nothing to you, and you're literally sitting over here just talking about how I'm just the swan of the world or some shit. Like, she said, like, some other shit. Like, she just kept on talking about me to all her little friends, and just, it was just very weird. And then, like, one day, it's like, one day, like, she, like, pushed me or something. Like, I don't even know, like, what was the reason, but, like, like, she was very bitter. She was just very bitter. And, like, as I said, none of my family liked her, so it was just like, I don't think this marriage is gonna work, bro. I don't think this marriage is gonna work. Because my parents was married for like 18 years or whatever. Like, my dad literally divorced my mom like 2 seconds before he got married to this lady. Like, my parents were separated for like a little minute or whatever. But, like, my dad stayed trying to get back with my mother. Okay? But like, she was mad, and she wanted my dad to cover up my mother's name because my dad got my mother tatted. And she's like, you need to cover that up. How he gonna cover up a tat that's on his heart? You think he getting that removed? Please stop. I'm like, bro, you have so many problems. Why would you even get engaged to this man? Why would you even try to marry this man? Like, like, his whole family don't like you. He refused to get this tat or this other lady covered up, and he know it make you uncomfortable. And then it was like, he don't want to go to church with you, so he not a God-fearing man. Why you with him? Like, there was so many reasons for her not to get married to my dad, and she still was just like, I'm gonna do it anyway. And then got mad once it wasn't working out. Like, what? It didn't seem like it was gonna work out. It never seemed like it was gonna work out. What's wrong with you? And, like, I don't know. I just really didn't like her, and she just really didn't like me. And then, like right before me and my dad ended up moving out because he separated from her, like, she just continuously just got more rude and more, like, violent and everything like that. But, you know, she believed in God, so it's cool. It's cool. She gonna pray. All is forgiven. New woman. And that's how it is. So, yeah. I don't know. I would just say more of the story is, if you got a stepmother, let me not even say that. But no, more of the story is, like, if somebody being evil to you, don't stoop to their level and be evil back to them. Like, bro, you're not even going to accomplish anything by doing that. Like, she didn't change as a person. Like, she still kept her evil little ways. She still was very conniving. She still was, like, you know, very, like, not truthful. Because she would always say that she was doing some stuff that she wasn't doing, or always saying she didn't say something that she said. And, like, she just was very nasty. She was just a very nasty person in general. And, like, no matter how nice I was to her, it didn't matter. She did not care. But, like, just, y'all, don't stoop to anybody's level. Just get out of the situation. Like, if people is, like, constantly just being rude to you, and, like, yeah, just don't further it, because that ain't gonna make the situation any better. Because it was just like, I just know that, like, if I ended up saying some crazy stuff to her, like, a fight would have ensued, and she would have got beat the fuck up. Not necessarily by me, but it would have happened. And very unnecessary. Everybody, we're adults, and we can just handle situations on our own and everything cool. I mean, I was 18, but, you know, it was what it was. And yeah, that's just some moral of the story. Just be the bigger person. And if you're living with somebody that hates you, try not to hate them back. Try not to hate them back, because there's enough hate in the world. You don't even got to do all of that, y'all. I surely didn't. I just was like, girl, you trash. And I kept it moving. But yeah, That's the whole story. Because I really don't remember the other details. I'm not gonna lie to you. I swear I had something else that I wanted to say when I started the story. Don't remember. Don't remember at all. I'll probably remember it in like 5 days, and it's too late at that point. So yeah, for me, story time Tish, the tea is over. Peace and love.